Hello there. Hello. Welcome. Today, I was just wondering, why is A Touch of Spa so unique? It's because science meets beauty here. Think about it. I use science to create your treatment so you can look more attractive more quickly. And I translate that science into simple, easy to use language, easy information, helpful information that's so easy for you to use. Stay with me today for a moment and see for yourself how science can give beauty a big advantage. Hello, I'm Dr. Susan McGregor. I'm a scientist. I studied at university for 8 long years learning all about science and applying that knowledge throughout my, almost 40 years of my working life. Now I'm retired. I do beauty. Beauty that is uniquely informed by science. It can help you in so many ways. It's been really hot recently, hasn't it? And that has inspired me to talk with you today about what you can do for yourself to keep yourself safe, whatever your age. And it is not going to be about avoiding staying in the sun or wearing your sun cream or wearing your big floppy hat. No, you already know all of those things, all of those ways of limiting sun damage. I'm sure you know about the 1-2 move in boxing, do you? Imagine with me just for a moment that you're fighting in a ring. Your opponent delivers the first jab, followed quickly by the cross, and that sets you up nicely to go down when he delivers the knockout punch. And that's the perfect analogy for what I want to talk with you about today. It's a story about free radicals. I bet you've heard of them, but probably not quite in this way. So stay with me just a little bit longer. I promise you that you'll be at least surprised and maybe you'll even smile. First, did you know that free radicals are natural byproducts of our body's processes? Think of them as nymphomaniacs. Yeah? They absolutely love being in pairs. They are driven to be in pairs. Sometimes they steal somebody else's mate. They will scavenge through our bodies trying to find a mate. And that can cause damage to our skin. Going back to boxing, that's the jab I was talking about. Now for the cross. We all know that we need the sun, don't we? Yes, to make things grow in the natural world, but also for vitamin D. To get that vitamin D, we expose our skin to the sun, don't we? Perfectly reasonable. We have to do that. And when we do, certain chemicals in our bodies get overexcited, and they produce these free radicals. The only protection our skin has is the melanin in our skin, and a bunch of antioxidants, and I'll come to that in a minute. It's just a fact that people with darker skin have lots of melanin. People with fair skin don't have so much. When we're young, our bodies seem to throw off the effect of these free radicals. After all, our skin has an entire army of antioxidants, doesn't it, that fight off these free radicals. I did say I would come back to them. But here comes the knockout punch. The science says that exposure to UV radiation, that's the sun's rays, makes about an 80%, that is 80% contribution towards skin aging, especially as we get older. Plus, as we get older, our body's mechanisms and repair processes don't work as well, and they are a bit less effective. And that means, unfortunately, damage to our skin. Things like premature aging, hyperpigmentation, lines, wrinkles. You get the picture. So what can you do, whatever your age? Back to my story then. Well, According to science, we really only have two active defenses. The first is the melanin that occurs naturally in our skin, and as I've already said, some of us have more than others. What I'm not saying is that if you have dark skin, sun damage doesn't happen. That's not true. What I am saying is simply that if you have dark skin, you have a better natural defense than if you have fairer skin. Yeah? Simple. So you either have it or you don't. Not a lot you can do about it. Now, I mentioned antioxidants, and I said we've got an army. The problem is that as you get older, that army is a bit less effective. But here comes the cavalry, because regardless of if you have fair skin or darker skin, doesn't matter. We all have access to it. What's my secret? The secret is in what we choose to eat. So especially as we go through these long, lovely, warm summer days, let's talk about courgettes. Courgettes, you see, have antioxidants. It's in season in the UK. It's readily available in the grocery, in the supermarket, and in the markets. We may even have some in our backyards. To get the maximum benefit, don't peel them. That means eating it as fresh as possible because you know it gets a bit bitter if it's a bit stale. It makes a lovely side dish or a fantastic lunch, a salad lunch. It's really simple, it's easy, it's quick, it's fast to prepare. What's not to like? Here's the recipe then. Take a small fresh courgette, about 6 inches long. That's 15 centimeters in new money. Wash it, cut off the top and bottom, and then cut it into very thin strips. Maybe you can use a potato peeler for this, or if you have a special vegetable tool, that works well as well. You're peeling it so you get thin, curly strips. Put all of it in a bowl. Add a dash of extra virgin olive oil, some salt and pepper, some parsley if you like. Mix it all up, cover it, put it in the refrigerator. Eat it. Same day, couple hours, just let it get cool. It's lovely when it's cool. Bon appetit. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to be sure to hear more, do drop me an email at atouchofspa@outlook.com or contact me through my website at www.atouchofspa.co.uk. Thank you so much for listening and see you next week. Bye now.